Hey, welcome back. So Shantae has stuck around with us, and we've got a few more panelists. Evening's Jim Dever and our executive producer, Joseph Suttner. Welcome all.
Good morning.
So
Good to be here.
I'm so glad to have you. And most of our topics today are related to the home, as today is our home special for the winter. Except for this first one, because we couldn't let it go without celebrating National Margarita Day. Happy National Margarita Day. Now, here's my question for you. Rocks, blended, salt, no salt?
I do no
That's
salt.
delicious. No salt.
I prefer sugar on the rocks.
Sugar on the rocks. You want sugar on your rim?
If I'm doing something like strawberry, something like that. If it's more of a spicy something, then no.
Like a mango margarita or something.
This is the first margarita I've had in 3 decades because of a...
Unfortunate incident with tequila?
yes, I would say so. Yeah, let's leave it at that. So
I
have
also don't really drink a lot of margaritas for the same reason.
Look, I'm a tequila girl. I love margaritas. I keep picking my margarita back up.
I haven't put mine down, so they're saying that. Joseph, what do you say?
I definitely do not like blended. I really am a fan of the on ice. And as Susie, our producer, was making these backstage, she was about to blend all of them. I was like, oh no, please don't. And yes, I'm also a fan of the salt. So
I will say, I do actually have, my dad got me the Jimmy Buffett margarita machine. And it really makes the perfect margarita that's blended, and that's the only time I like it because that's delicious.
So you like a blended one then?
No, I really like rocks, no salt with an añejo tequila, not to be specific or anything, but yeah.
But you're not particular.
No, I'm not particular. Although I'm not always doing the añejo because I'm trying to save money to buy a home here one day, which I don't think is ever going to be possible. I should have done it when I moved here 7 years ago. I mean, how are people buying homes in the PNW? I mean, I know a lot of friends' parents are helping out, that's for sure.
It is crazy right now. I was able to buy a townhome about a year ago because I've been saving, and I think we just bought it at the right time. But I think everyone in Seattle says once they've lived in their home for a while, I could never afford my home now if I were to buy again.
Yeah.
And anytime I go on a Redfin or a Zillow, it is just so depressing because you look at things in your neighborhood and I'm like, holy cow, I could not afford to live here, again. So
For that reason, I don't even look.
I think the strategy is you sell now here in Seattle, and then you move to Altoona, Pennsylvania. Just for a year or two. Wait it all out.
I mean, I'm here for that, or you could just buy, an investment property elsewhere, which is what I've been told to do by investors. So there is that.
It's very stressful.
Either way, wherever you live, you're either a renter or you're owner, but the most important question is, are you a friendly neighbor? Are you a good neighbor?
I think I am a great neighbor.
Okay, why do you think that?
Because I speak to my neighbors. Well, I used to. My neighbors now, they don't speak to me, so I don't speak to them. But I usually speak to my neighbors. I share with my neighbors.
Sharing is caring.
If I was grilling, I would invite my neighbors, but all those days are over.
Wow, these new neighbors need to get with it. That's all I gotta say. What about you, Jim?
I think I'm a pretty good neighbor. As soon as I learn my neighbors' names, I am going to be so friendly. But I'm not loud. We are very neat. We help out when asked, and we stay out of people's way when we're not asked.
Jojo?
I think I'm a friendly person in general, but since I moved during the pandemic, I felt like it was kind of not cool to be trying to meet a bunch of new people when you're trying to be in quarantine and be healthy and safe. So, I think as spring kind of gets going and maybe the coronavirus kind of goes away, maybe I'll be a little more outgoing to say hello to my newish neighbors,
Yeah. We have a very, very social neighborhood, and some of my neighbors watch the show if you're watching. I'm just going to say I'm a good neighbor, aren't I? I am. No, I love my neighborhood. We are really social, and we all have kids around the same age, so we're totally blessed to be together, but we do help each other out when necessary. I hope I never have to move, actually. But if I ever did, here's a question for you. Do you pay for movers or you do it yourself? I'm going to say right now, pay for that.
I try to find friends. I would even invite you all. I don't mind.
I don't have a pickup truck, sorry, but I do have a minivan that can tow a lot.
I provide the U-Haul. I just need the arms. I need the labor, but I'll provide the U-Haul.
Okay. Okay, all right.
I don't know. I was asked by a friend to help move a couch once. And my brother was
Pivot.
visiting from out of town, so I said, hey, my brother's here. He can help too. We went over to move the couch, and 10 and a half hours later,
What?
we were done moving everything in this person's house to the new location. I guess somebody didn't show up. Somebody else was late. Hey, would you guys mind sticking around so we can, you know. It took up literally the entire day and half of my brother's trip to Seattle. So
That's how you do it. And then you provide pizza at the end.
yeah, you look for suckers like me to move you. That's what you do. Yeah, never again.
It depends on what kind of moving situation you're in. I'm a friendly friend, and I was totally willing to help my friend move. But then once we got to the new place, I wasn't told that it was a 6th floor walk-up.
Oh!
So that was a little tricky, but you know, whatever.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
I will say overall, it also depends on age, because as I get older, I'm going to be less willing to help you move because things start getting injured that last a lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if I sprain my wrist, that's at least a month of my pain. So, I don't know, maybe I'll help you.
Professional
Professional
The
movers,
professional
there you go.
movers are a great idea until I had another situation where they stole some of my stuff. So
Oh,
I've heard
I've
about
heard of
that
it.
before too.
it happens all the time. It
All
gets
right.
lost.
I hate that. I'm not going to tell you to get lost though right now because I need you to stick around till the end of this show because we're going to be giving Shantae's shrimp and grits a taste test. So I know you're going to stick around for that, right?
Ooh, yeah. I like the sound of that.